Good morning or good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. My name is Isaac Allen, but you probably already knew that. Today, I will be going through my final rough draft for, theater. I'm so excited. Okay, so I have picked the monologue on page 57, and this will be performed by the character Holly. Performed by me, but the character Holly. And I just wanted to go through the tactics that I will be using for her monologue and some things that I like about her. So, firstly, in this scene, she is talking to Jasper and he is asking her to explain why he has heard all of these things about like her being in a relationship, right? Even though they went on a date. And she then explains to him all of the characteristics of the situation. Firstly, my first tactic will be to reason. She reasons with him and pretty much just tells him, like, that is not what's going on. Like, I have been honest with you. And my second tactic will be to disprove, right? There was a rumor going around that she was in a relationship, even though, right? So she is disproving that. Thirdly, and my last tactic will be to complain. She expresses her unease about like the situation and the rumors that are being spread about her. And so I want to complain. I'm really excited for this one. I want her to complain about the things that are going on. So there are three things that I do really like about Holly. And the first one is that me and her have so much in common. I am a stickler for the English language, and I also have autism, so I'm a little bit more confrontational about that kind of thing. There's a quote, she says, "I don't know if you can, but you may." I literally have had that interaction so many times, like, and I know it's kind of off-putting. I do. Like, somebody will ask me, like, "Hey, can I grab this thing from you really quickly?" Or, "Hey, can I come join you on this trip or whatnot?" And I will literally say, "You may, if you ask correctly," or, "I don't know, can you?" And so, no, that's just like literally word for word interactions I've had. Love that. Secondly, I really appreciate that Holly is understanding of other people's perspectives, their situations, right? And so, like, for example, in my scene that I picked, Jasper directly like questions Holly's intentions, right? He asks her, like, "I've heard about you being in a relationship. What's that about?" Like, he questions her intentions, right? And instead of getting defensive and like putting him off and being like, "I can't believe you would even assume that I would be," she takes the time and explains like what is going on to him. I really like that she's understanding. And lastly, she is decisive, right? In this play, a lot of these characters, especially Jasper, he lacks confidence. He lacks that decisiveness, right? And so like he ends up making like really weird decisions, like walking to the bookstore for 20 blocks on a broken foot, or like going and hitting on random people because he just, it's strange. He's unconfident throughout the entire thing, but he just does stuff. Right. Holly, no. This is more subtle from her in the conversations that she has. Whenever somebody is being like short and they're just being like, "Okay, yeah, sounds good," right? She realizes that that isn't like especially from Jasper, that isn't him being disapproving of her. It's more of him like being caught in his own head, right? Because of his indecisiveness and his overthinking, right? She then leads through the conversation and she asks new questions. She changes the topic, like, and she connects with him. You know, she's very decisive about where she wants to go in her future. She says that she has everything planned out, right? Everything, all of her dreams planned out, and all she needs to do is win the lottery and it'll come true for her, right? I just think that that is amazing. I personally do not have a lot of decisive qualities to me. You know, I like to think things through and like not make a decision like off the bat. And so like I like that about her. And lastly, the place that I will be performing my performance will be in my own house, in front of my bookshelves. Since this scene takes place in a bookstore, I wanted to kind of keep that vibe going, and since I have a couple bookshelves in my house full of textbooks and whatnot, I figured it would be the perfect place. And so I really hope you enjoy what I work on. I hope you enjoy my submission and that it's up to your expectations. And if I've missed anything or if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. And so have a good one. Bye bye.